This might just be one of the most impactful sets in Yu-Gi-Oh! Of 2026. What is the name of the set, you may ask? Well, it is another Battles of Legend that can alter the game's meta forever. The name of the set is Battles of Legend Glorious Gallery, and it's as I just said. This could be very may well be one of the most impactful sets of Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2026, with Radiant Typhoon being the new meta of this year. Obviously, 2025 was the year that the Yummy Mitsurugi deck completely decimated the meta to the point of no return. Now, with Radiant Typhoon being the new meta, one has to ask if we could be looking at a new format with Battles of Legend Glorious Gallery. It is very possible, but the question is what can we expect with this set? Well, there are actually several things that we can expect with this brand new set. First one up, the first thing that we can expect are basically we can expect full art cards. So this is the official official statement from Konami, from Konami's official Yu-Gi-Oh product page, compliments of YG organization. Big shout outs to them. Battles of Legend Glorious Gallery comes with more extended art cards, chibi arts, and blinged out upgrades to make your deck as glorious as it can be. Shoutouts to Bobby Roode, who calls himself the Glorious One. Shoutouts to him. Gallery exhibit number 1, more extended art cards. Hot on the heels of Rarity Collection 5's extended art cards, we've got 10 more in Battles of Legend, including Dragon Master Magia, Red Supernova Dragon, and Dominus Impulse are all available in Ultra Rare and Starlight Rare versions. This is just the latest batch with more extended art cards coming later this year. So the 6 that will be full arts will be as follows. Will be Borland Dragon, Chaos Angel, Dominus Impulse, Dragon Master Magia, Supreme King Zark, and Spirit Charmer. So I'll show them all off. Excuse me. Which, honestly, they look amazing. They look amazing, especially Chaos Angel and Dragon Master Magia, and also Spirit Charmers all look incredible. So these are just six of the 10 that will be coming in full art. I really don't know what other cards could be full arts. Maybe we might see a full art of maybe Ash Blossom or something. I don't know. That's a bit of a that's gonna be a bit of an interesting discussion on social media. Maybe even see that discussion in the comments. Who knows? The second thing to expect will be more chibis. You heard me right. Get ready for another round of 10 cute as a button chibi variant art cards, as you can see from the wrappers. This batch includes Dark Magician Girl, Tour Guide from the Underworld, Ivysaur, Logia, Legendary Six Samurai Shien, Vampire Lord, and Summon Skull. And all of them are fully playable versions of those monsters. There's even a chibi version of Exodia the Forbidden One, Obliterate. There's never been so much game-winning power packed in such a tiny package. So here's the first one. here's the first pack art, which will be, which has DMG, Tour Guide, and Logia. Which, if I'm being completely honest, DMG as a chibi, enough said. Just enough said. Enough said. Then here's the pack art with Vampire Lord, Summon Skull, and legendary Shien. Which, if I'm being real, I want you guys to answer this for me. Am I the only person that thinks that Summon Skull as a chibi looks like a shiny Pokemon? Am I the only person? Because I feel like I am. I feel like I'm the only person that thinks that a chibi Summon Skull looks like a shiny Pokemon. I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of weird. But yeah, so those are 3, 6, 7. 7. That's 7 of the 10. So as far as like the other 3, excuse me. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I would love to see a chibi art version of Dark Arm Dragon. I think that would be super funny because Dark Arm Dragon in Edison is hella nasty. It is hella nasty. And I know because I've won a couple of Edison matches using Dark Arm Dragon. So having Dad as a chibi, that would be that would be very cool, but very funny. But I mean, as far as the other 3 go, I mean, it's kind of hard to say what chibis, what cards could be reprinted as chibis. It's hard to predict because we're now reaching the month of March, and there's definitely a lot to consider. Excuse me, including the possibility of seeing modern cards getting reprinted as chibis. But for the most part, we're mostly seeing seeing a lot of older cards getting reprinted as chibi. So maybe we might see Red Dragon Archfiend get reprinted as a chibi. I know that in the Legendary 5Ds decks that I did an opening on a couple of months ago, we got chibi arts of Stardust Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, and Black Wing Dragon. So those are pretty cool. Maybe we might see a chibi version of Red Dragon Archfiend. Who knows? The next thing to expect will be foil ups and upgrades. Since every Battles of Legend pack is all foil, which includes 4 ultras and a secret, we've included lots of cards that are foils for the first time, so you can bling out your deck. There are also lots of new chances at previously hard to get foils like El Shaddai, Annoyatalis, Shooting Majestic Star Dragon, the trio of Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon, Armides, Keeper of Boundaries, and Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis, and many more. Okay, so El Shaddai Annoyatalis is actually a pretty crazy card. Just because of the fact that it can do quite a bit. In fact, I'm actually going to look up the card. Here we are. Okay, so Annoyatalis says must first be fusion summoned. Neither player can special summon monsters from the hand or grave using spell or trap effects. If this card is sent to the grave, you can target one Shaddoll spell trap in your grave, add it to your hand. So the funny thing is that the second effect really does not make a damn. All that matters is the first effect, which says neither player can special summon monsters from the hand or grave using spell or traps. So it essentially becomes a floodgate, and it's actually really funny, and it's actually kind of funny because this card can be used as a super poly target. So if your opponent plays a Shaddoll package and you run a water deck, say for example you play sharks, and you're not locked into Xyz summons, then hypothetically speaking, if your opponent summons out, let's say Shaddoll Dragon for example, and let's say you have Buzzsaw Shark on board, you can go super poly, pitch Crystal Shark, and then fuse Buzzsaw Shark with Shaddoll Dragon, and you can summon this guy out, and you literally have yourself a floodgate on a 8-star body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. On a 9-star body. Literally, you have yourself a floodgate on a 9-star body. So that's definitely something to think about. And it was originally printed in the Shaddoll in the Shaddoll structure that we got a number of years ago, which I think it was the only printing of its kind. So definitely going to be interesting to see if that card gets played again. And then Shooting Majestic Star Dragon, I mean it's a nasty card. It's used in the Stardust decks. Not much else you can say about that. And then the Keeper Trio, you don't really see them get played that much anymore. Adrius, Adrius is a pop. Armides, I believe, is a floodgate I believe a skill drain during the battle phase. And then Tyrus, I think, can also pop. I don't remember. But yeah. So a lot of cards that were either common or rares or super rares or whatever will be getting foil upgrades. So that's definitely going to be interesting. And it's also interesting because Adrius, originally when it was first released, I think, what was it, Generation Force? I think it was. It originally was printed as a secret rare, so it's gonna be interesting to see it become a secret rare again. But honestly, though, I think those cards are better suited as ultra rares. But that's just my opinion. I don't know about you guys. But the last thing to expect, as always, brand new cards. Battles of Legend Glorious Gallery also has 40 new cards for a variety of decks, from Shaddoll and Tellarknight to Junk Monsters and Endymion. Deploy a new Shaddoll continuous spell that lets you tribute any Shaddoll fusion to fusion summon another from your extra deck. Rank up into a new Stellar Knight Xyz monster that can power up to 5,400 attack. Ignore your opponent's effects and shuffle their monsters back into the deck. Reveal Masked Hero Fountain in your hand to special summon any hero from your hand. And don't miss out on Surprise Fusion as a spell that's full of surprises. Also available, matching chibis like Chibi El Shaddoll Construct and Chibi's Constellar Ptolemy M7. Okay, so now we know two of the other three that will be that will be chibi, that will be turned into chibi arts. As far as the last one, only time will tell. So we do know that this set will be released on June 3rd. Later this year, June 3rd. That will for pretty much every single OTS store in I believe in the entire world, or in North America, or just in North America. In Europe, the official launch date will be June 4th, and the official launch date in North America will be June 5th. So I believe your local card shop will have them available on June 3rd, but the availability for like to purchase them like online or something will be June 4th and 5th. So be on the lookout for that. But I will say that we are going to be expecting a lot of other surprises, including again full arts, chibis, brand new cards, and even potentially as well new anime cards that have never been printed before. Obviously, with the Maze of Muertos that we recently got, we're getting a bunch of new a bunch of new anime cards that we've never seen before. Even also the limit over collection sets are getting new anime cards, including Orichalco's Sword of Sealing, just to name one. Definitely gonna be interesting to say the very least. But as far as like what others we can expect, honestly, the possibilities are out there. But we are expected to get the new cards available to talk about sometime in the next couple of months, potentially sometime in the next month or so. So get ready for that batch of videos, because that is going to be very interesting to say the very least. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more Yu-Gi-Oh topic videos in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.